I'm just saying, man. I'm like, you got to shake hands, man. Like you're saying that, and it made me think about it. I'm like, dude, you still kind of do that, man.
No, there's fucking certain people I won't shake hands because it's like if my shit if okay, so I know who you're talking about and their photos are shitty. So why the fuck would I want to go and oh, you want to use my better photos? Like fuck that. Like nah, like keep your shitty photos because number one, they haven't helped me.
It's not just one scenario.
I've already met him, dude. I already know what you're talking about. I met him.
I don't think you know what I'm talking about, but go for it.
Anyways, it's if I've met some of your acquaintances, and they're not my vibe because they're like, oh, what's your name, Petey? Like, okay, so if they give me a cold shoulder, bro, I'm sure they'll be like,
bro, you're just sensitive.
I'm not sensitive.
Yes, you are.
No, it's not, bro.
Dude.
No, I'm not sensitive, dude.
Look, you're getting sensitive right now
it's
as we
energy.
speak.
It's the energy,
guys,
bro.
comment down below if Petey's getting sensitive AF right now.
It's full. The
He's
thing
getting
is,
triggered too easily.
Nah, this is good. This is good because we
this is good content though.
We didn't really have shit to talk about. No, but so look, this is a perfect point that I didn't get to last week. So, and vibes correlate, right? Mm-hmm. So, I'm real, and I don't have a lot of acquaintances. This is a perfect example. Right. I don't have a lot of acquaintances because I'm fucking like one of the things to me is I'm real as fuck. So like I'm not gonna put a front and be like, yeah, your shit's cool because I want to get the fucking gig. Like fool, like. You've even said it. It's like you're too fucking artsy for this, Pete. Like for the business sector, and I'll take that. Fool.
That's
I'll
true.
Take that.
That's true.
I'll take that. I'm like,
I still say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll be like, okay, and I'm learning, fool. I'm learning, and this is a testament to like, okay, I'm not up here where like I'm getting a gig every second.
Right.
It's because I value like me and you click. Okay, fine. There's been like photographers where we were gonna shoot, but there was no money involved, so obviously I'm not motivated to shoot with them because I'm like, yeah, me and you have this artsy thing, but I'm not gonna go ahead and shoot sunsets.
Right.
Because people are gonna like them. Like I want to make money. Sure. So as I was making that transition, you were hitting me up, and I even went with that one time to check out some dude's studio. And yeah. I was like, okay. And then I remember talking to him. We were in the triangle, and I was like, yeah. And I asked him a couple questions, like, yeah, hold on. And then he like talked to you, bro. And then I was like, damn, bro, like you really gonna give me that cold shoulder? Like I legit asked you.
Damn, I asked him. Oh, you are bugging right now.
Hold on. So then I was like, damn, bro, I asked you 3 legit questions, bro, so you can elaborate and like, talk because this is a creative conversation we're having.
Yeah.
They didn't give a fuck about me. I told him, I was like, yeah, shoot.
He doesn't know you, dude.
It doesn't matter. It's the energy I'm getting. Why
would I
want?
Okay. I'm following.
So back to your thing, like I hate you up to chill with this and that. I'm like, bro, I don't want to waste my time with somebody that's gonna fucking cold shoulder me and doesn't give a fuck about me and at the end of the day, I'm gonna go do him a favor because he's gonna be like, "Oh, you got those pics?" And it's like, "Oh, by the way,
it's not even like that, man.
Dude, it doesn't matter. It's the energy." So the vibe I was getting was like, "Nah, man, I'm not worth your time, obviously." And why the fuck would I want to connect with you, bro? I'm not. Me and you are not on the same levels. I've seen your work. Fucking, I don't know how the fuck you do your thing. I even told you.
You sound like you're from New York, man.
I know I did. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not.
No.
I'm like real, bro. So like, I'm like, I even told you, bro. I'm like, fuck, bro. I don't know how you work with this guy, but your shit's way better than him. But obviously, he knows the business sector, right?
Yeah.
So that's okay. I get that. That's your acquaintance. You want to keep that business part. I don't get that yet.
Sure.
So for me, is like, hey Pete, like slow down. Like now is the time where like I'm growing as a business sector. I've always told you this. Yeah. I got the arts, fool. I got that shit down.
Yeah.
I know my shit's fire.
Yeah.
But what I suck at is business, like shaking hands. I'm not very good at that because my
wait, could it be that you're, and the part of it is because you're an introvert? Would you consider yourself an introvert?
Nah, I'm too emotional, like you say, bro. I'm too.
At least you could admit that. It takes a lot of balls to say that because not many men are going to be like, hey, I'm emotional. Not many guys say that. So props.
What I tell you when I started this podcast, I'm going to show my true colors, bro.
Keeping it stacked.
That introvert shit was in high school, bro. This is me, fool. Like people can relate to me. Maybe there's an introvert out there who is like, it's like, all right, fuck, I'm gonna show who I am, but I'm gonna show them 110%. I'm not gonna fucking fall back.
Okay, so what is it that's stopping you from shaking hands, kissing babies?
What's stopping me is finding the real,
It's got to be an energy match.
Yeah, not necessarily. Yeah, energy.
Because at the same
primarily,
time, could it be that you misread the situation?
No. So let me get to your question then. This is crazy because we don't even talk about this.
Yeah, no, I love it though. I love it.
So what matters to me is I feel like for everybody is having the energy, right? That's important. But
yeah, it's all about vibes.
Yeah,
Today's vibe at my shoot in LA was fucking so chill.
So like, wouldn't you agree that Gordon Lee's quality though matches his business? So like
1,000%.
So like, there's a lot of photographers out there who make more. I get like what 2-3 gigs a month.
Yeah, it's not bad. But you could be doing a lot more.
So I could be doing a lot more because my shit is better than I feel in my head. I feel like I'm a better photographer, storyteller in pictures. I evoke more emotion in my pictures, but
you need that confidence. That's good that you have that.
There's photographers out there who legit will take a picture and of a cityscape. Not even slap a preset, bro. Just raise the shadows and call it a day.
Or hit the auto button on Lightroom.
And then go on their fucking store and be like, yo, I'm selling this print. Like, yo, please help me out. Like, buy this print. And then for some odd reason, bro, they get business. And then they make me look like, Pete, like what you just said, Pete, go shake their hands, man. This is your own fucking fault, Pete.
It is, bro. I can't blame anyone else but the individual.
From your point of view, it is my fault.
Sure,
okay.
Yeah.
But from my point of view, it's like shit. Like, I don't want. It's like artists. Like, they're not gonna go sell to Target and be like, I'm gonna make $1 million because I'm gonna sell 1,000 pieces because of this. They rather go to like create fewer artists, fewer paintings, and go on auction or like have a artistry showing.
Going to Target is not a bad idea, though. I know.
I feel like your motivation is different from mine.
Maybe,
and that's fine because
there's nothing wrong with that.
I like.
No, but I know what you're saying, dude. I know what you're saying.
It's like the art. It's like my right now with kind of like learning with everybody, and you know the reason we're doing the podcast is because I want to exude this personality where like no matter what,
you're not exuding. This is you.
Yeah, like exude this energy. That's what I'm trying to say. If you have like you don't want to shake hands because you're not vibing with somebody, you're not gonna force it. You're gonna find it's like, okay, so look, Pete, this is what I keep telling myself. I'm like, Pete, you're not shaking hands at Alberto's like, you know, going and like leading you on leads. And you don't want to shake those hands, and then create your own avenues. And that's
what you're doing right now.
This is what when I created my website, I thought my website was going to help me do that. But I haven't seen any like
lead generations.
I've seen a couple, but not like what I want to, like what I'm paying for.
It takes time.
So I was like maybe like you even told me, you need to make a Instagram. And then I thought about it for like a couple days, and I was like, man, fuck, I do, because my personal account, I want to put more shit, but it's holding me back because I'm like, dude, like I don't want to be annoying,
right?
And that's like my account, and that's my life,
right?
I don't want my life to be like just pictures of anybody else.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then that's when I created that, and then that's what I'm hoping, and I'm gonna be the test dummy for In the Frame podcast, creating a business account and creating my own avenues. And I've followed, and my goal is to follow more photographers and collab and find people that I fuck with,
right,
based on their photos. So if I like somebody's, I might message them and be like, hey man, you wanna collab? Is there any leads, or like, is there anything you're going to, any like festivals, any conferences, or whatever the fuck you're doing?
Ooh, dude, I just had a crazy DM today. What you just said right now. And if you fucking don't show up to that, man, you have zero excuse not to show up.
You know what?
I will freaking stop helping you out, man. I swear to God.
Remember that?
I'm not going to do it, but you better do it.
Remember that thing you went to like 3 years ago? It was like an art show or like a festival, and you filmed it.
Oh, yeah.
It was in Balboa.
It was a photographer. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Those are the things I'm looking for now.
Okay.
So like where they have a bunch of like people, creatives, and they have like scenarios.
I invited you to that.
Yeah, but I didn't go, dude. Because
I know you didn't go because I was there.
I wasn't into people photography back then. I was into landscapes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So now that's what I'm going to be looking for, and in my business account, that's what I'm going for. Like, I'm trying to like.
I'll tell you what. There's a lot of photography groups. You need to get on those on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how I met a lot of people that I know right now, through the freaking Facebook.
Yeah, but Facebook, like, it's the lowball game.
No, but I'm saying like actually this is Instagram. There's this dude that he ran a photography group, and when I mean a group, I mean like they would meet up once a month, and at let's say like Seaport Village, because I remember it was Seaport Village where they met up. So I drove my ass from Oceanside, Seaport Village by myself. You had one of many excuses that you couldn't go for some reason. So I went by myself, and I'm like, dude, I don't know anybody, but I'm willing to put myself out there.
Yeah.
And I was the only one with the gimbal and a camera. I had my 6300. It's like, oh shit, like you're a videographer. Oh damn, this is dope, because everyone had their camera. So I'm like, all right, how am I gonna stick out? Boom, I'm a video guy. So I have my gimbal. So like everyone's asking me questions. I'm shooting some dope content for them, and all of a sudden I'm dropping them on my freaking stories, and like, oh my god, this shit is dope. Like, what? Like, this is sick. Like, and then I started getting followers, and then it's like, hey, dude, like this person needs some video work. Like, dude, you got to put yourself out there, because you never know where the leads come from. Like, it could be from someone that met you like 3 years ago. They didn't have the budget for you, but they know someone who has the budget for you.
Yeah,
boom. That's happened many times.
I understand where you're coming from. We're like that, but you got to remember back then when you were doing that, I was like not there, like creatively.
Okay.
I thought
you were, man. Yeah, you were. You were there.
I was more into prints, dude. I was more into like I want to sell
trying
prints,
to push prints,
and that was my business aspect of it.
Yeah, but it's always good to meet, and I knew in my mind, the back of my mind, like my whole strategy wasn't to like generate leads. My whole strategy was to just network and meet people. Like, hey, dude, I just want to hang out with creatives, because I don't know any creatives here in Oceanside. Like, I just want to hang out with creatives, man. Because if you hang out with 4 drunks, you're going to be the 5th drunk. If you hang out with 4 losers, you're going to be the 5th loser. If you hang out with a bunch of creatives, I'm going to be that creative. If you hang out with freaking business mindset people, you're going to be that 5th business mindset person.
Yeah.
So, like, I knew I needed to surround myself with what I am, which is a creative.
Well, that's good, because you found your avenue way more than I did, or way ahead sooner than I did. I thought I was like horse blind, and I was like, dude, I'm doing prints, and I printed a bunch of prints. Like, I still have like 10 prints at home. Right?
But you did sell a lot.
I sold a handful, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna get to, and this and that, and then I'll never forget this. When I shot, it was like by the pier. It was a family portrait, and I shot, and I was like, I got so much love, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna go do people. Yeah, and I felt like really intimidated, because there was other people who did people. So I'm like, fuck, like, should I do it? This is like 2.5 years ago. And then I did it, and I switched, and then I was like, fuck this shit, I'm way better. I feel like my content's more better. Yeah. And it's not bad to think that your quality or your photos are better.
It's not bad at all.
Because
you need that confidence.
Yeah, you want to be true to yourself, and you want to be like, damn, like I'm actually good. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I started shifting. And then that's when I was like, it's you got to find what works for you. So for you, it worked shaking hands, and you got lucky and stuff. It's
not luck, dude. They didn't have.
It's not lucky, but it's like you got lucky that you found the people that fit your personality. You don't give a fuck if it's like you're more people. You're more of a people's person than I am.
I could adapt for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not. I'm like, I either like you or don't.
I either
like
fuck
you.
with you or you don't.
Yeah, and it sucks because my back could have been bigger.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because
and
trust me, like
that's why you're. I can see why you're mad, and like you're kind of like I told you, Pete. Like, motherfucker, fuck you. That's your fault. But at the end of the day, man,
we all have our own paths.
Yeah, and it's like you pick and choose.
Yeah, you definitely need to like be a people person in this game. Like, it's essentially your customer service. So
yeah,
you have to like learn how to adapt, match their energy.
I'm not saying
if you feel like they go left, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go left with them. Like, I'm gonna roll with it.
Yes,
like,
I agree with that.
As long as you stick to your like personal morals and whatnot, of course.
I agree with that. For me though, it's I'm not saying my clientele service is horrible. Like, if you work with me, I'm not like, what the fuck do you want? Like, you want to take pictures here? Like, nah, man, fuck that. I know a better spot.
You got to keep it professional, man.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying like when it comes to shaking hands, I'm really picky who I choose to work with as a collaborative, as another photographer. It's not being judgmental, but it's like, if you're a photographer, if you tell me you're a photographer and your style doesn't fit my style, or like we don't have anything in common, creatively, like it can't be necessarily creatively because we can have the same like pose or whatever,
right?
But if your colors are completely different from mine, or like your style, your color palette is different from mine, then I'm gonna be like, I don't want to work with you. Like, I don't.
But why do you want to work with a photographer? Like, you want to work with
because
clients.
I want to evolve. It's working with a photographer and a client is different.
No, I know. That's what I'm asking. Why would you want to work with a photographer?
Oh, to like broaden, like to expand my let's say for example, this photographer can't do this, or they lowball him, and he's above me, pay grade.
Oh, I see.
And he's like, hey Pete, like
I see.
You and me have the same style, but you could do it for less.
Right.
They don't know that, but I'm like, oh, what's up? Like, okay, I could do that.
Right.
You know?
Right. No, yeah.
That's what I mean.
I actually had that happen today, but I was clearly unavailable. I was in LA. Like someone, hey, dude, I can't do this. What I know you could do it. Can you want to do it? I'm like, I would, but and it was video too. So like, get into the video game, bro. That could have been you, man. I could have passed that to you.
Hey man, I'm
get in that video game.
I'm gonna dibble and dabble in video, but maybe I can help you in the future with video.
Yeah,
but
well, we do maybe possibly have a couple of weddings together, so that'd be interesting to work together.
But the moral of the story, guys, is what I'm trying to get at is I'm not afraid to shake hands. I'm just really picky, and there's been instances where can
that be your Achilles heel?
Yeah, maybe it is, but I don't. Okay, so I don't see it as my Achilles heel because I find it being true to myself.
Okay.
And call me stubborn, call me whatever, call me artistic, whatever, but I'm gonna stick with that because that's who I am. That's just who I've grown to be, and I'm gonna own that. And I'd rather own this than be fake and be like fuck this fool. Like
dope, sir. So you're calling me fake? Perfect.
No, I'm not.
I'm messing around, dude. This fool.
I'm saying you're more of a people's person. I'm not. You have that advantage, and that's good. And for me, it's like, fool, me and you are friends because we're not the same. We're opposites, right?
Yeah.
So I take stuff from you. Makes you better. You take some from me. Hopefully, it makes you better.
No, for sure. I do.
That's what makes that. That's why you're my best friend, fool, because we feed off each other. Let's cut this shit.
I know.
Because you feed off of opposites.
No, yeah, we it's like the Messi and Ronaldo, man. Like they're rivals, but they make each other better.
Yeah. So like there are some like the whole rant I wanted to go out there, like this whole like thing is because I'm owning up to who I am.
Well, that's good that you know that.
I want somebody out there to be like, yeah, maybe they get talked down. It's like, fool, it's because you're not doing this. Like it's because you're not like dude.
I wouldn't call it talk down because I'm not.
You're not talking down to me. I'm sorry,
but I'm keeping it a buck with you.
That's, like, yo, I'm saying like your.
But then I do have a stronger personality when it comes to like. Yeah, some people would consider like I'm a dick. Like I come off as a dick. I'm like, no, bro. Like I'm fucking telling you what it is. Like, if you see it that way, that's on you, man. Check your ego.
Yeah, I'm saying like I'm saying for the viewers.
Gotcha.
For the third perspective is like, damn, Pete, like you're a little bitch. Like, nah, dude. It's like I'm owning up, and there's been I'm keeping it a buck. Like there's been circumstances, and I've been grateful for them. Like I've even told Shep, I'm like, yeah, this Berto's been. He's like, oh, like I'm not getting any business. Like. I'm only getting 2 shoots a month. And they wanted to tell Alberto, I'm like, dude, Alberto's trying to help me, but his acquaintances and me, like, we don't match.
Bro, and that's just like one person that you're talking about, man.
Maybe one, but I mean the big one. I'm saying like there's like that's why I had to explain this because I'm like I'm not taking your help for granted. I'm just not clicking with that specific person or
this is the first time we're having this conversation because I've even told Chris and I'm like, it's like, how come you don't help Pedro? I'm like, Peter, I'm like, dude, I tried helping. He just so blind. He cannot see these this is
in the frame podcast, bro. Yeah, keeping it on back, bro. Spilling my emotions here, bro.
Yeah, man. Like there's you guys need to be able to recognize opportunities. When someone's talking to you, no one's gonna give you like a silver platter and be like, hey, take this because this will lead you to this. Like, no, you guys need to be I feel like that's a skill and a talent to like being able to recognize opportunities, even though they're like disguised opportunities, if that makes any kind of sense.
Well, I mean, that can be this goes back to like we were just saying, it has to be up to the person to do that.
Right.
Me and you have different personalities. That's your personality. You do that. I don't see it that way, obviously. And some people see it like Pete, that's your own fucking fault. And I see it as in like, that's not my own fucking fault because I don't click with this person. And he just rubs me the wrong way. Like I gave him a chance, like, and then he didn't accept it. I'm like, it's just the energy.
Fuck all that.
It's just like, it goes to show you like if you're gonna be like me, own it and find your own avenues. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find my own avenues. I created my business account. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna find my own avenues. I'm gonna find other creatives like me.
Yeah, dude. I can introduce you to photographers that I know that will be down to work with you.